Hey everybody, Billy back here, wanting to do a Scream 6 review, but I also want to talk about the series as a whole. So, I had actually gotten confused because I thought I had seen more of the Scream films. Um, and then I realized some of the scenes that I thought I'd seen were actually from Scary Movie. So, I went back and got caught up. So, Scream 1, great, one of the best openings for a horror franchise. I absolutely loved the opening and how everything went down. Um, it was brutal, but it was very clever. And the funny thing that's ongoing throughout these movies is they explain the rules and then they break those rules, and then people still fall for those rules that they're supposed to be following, which makes for good entertainment. So, Scream 1, great film. Rewatched it. Of course, you have Skeet Ulrich and the guy that plays Shaggy from Scooby Doo in the live action. Great, great killers and great fun movie. Of course, you have Sydney, you have Dewey, you have Gail, you have Randy. You have a great, great cast. Scream 2 comes along, and I would put it below Scream 1. So far, 1 being the best, 2 being the least best out of the two. And that one, they kill off uh, Jade Pinkett Smith, or Will Smith's wife, in the opening scene. The first one, it was Drew Barrymore, and the second one, it's Jade Smith. So amazing. Once again, another good film here. Great motives for the killers. Um, really good film. We get to Scream 3. This is my least favorite of the series, and even being the least favorite, it's still really good. It's still watchable. You can watch it more than once and not get bored with it. Um, Very good film. And then my friends had come down and they had got caught up with 1, 2, and 3 the night before. I watched 3. We decided to watch 4 and 5 before seeing 6 in theaters the other night. So we saw Scream 4. Very brutal. The kills are brilliant and more like there were a few times where I was like, oh, uh, and I don't want to spoil everything in case you're going to go back and watch them, but Scream 4 was really solid. A lot of twists and turns. Did not see the killer coming. Was really thrown off by it and really liked it. Scream 5, I watched that. Rest in peace, Dewey. Very sad with how he died. The fact that he was going to answer the phone when he had the killer right in front of him, I did not like that ending for him. I felt like he was smarter than that. But at the end of the day, he was there a long time, and sometimes you do have to kill off some of your older characters. But I did like Scream 5. And the one film that I will say is really, really interesting with the way they did it. The only thing is, where was the hospital staff? After Jenna Ortega's character gets stabbed, there's like no hospital around. Then we get to Scream 6. Scream 6, I went with 3 friends to see it in theaters. And let me tell you, from start to finish, action packed. You had seen so many different openings that they changed the opening, right? So they give you the opening, they give you your expectations, and then quickly break those expectations. Love that. So if you see Scream 6, just know that a lot of stuff happens. Um, it was really interesting to see the kid that plays Flash Thompson from Spider Man as a villain. Really, really interesting. I did not see that coming, and like I said, it's very cool with how they did it. And then, of course, as I've said before, the cast works together really well in these films, and they're all brilliant. I did not see what happened coming. I called the killer in Scream 1, the killers in Scream 1. 2, I got one of the killers. 3, I did not get. 4, I did not get. 5, I got one of them. And then 6, I didn't get any of them right. So it was really, really cool. They throw you off in 6. They make you think it's one person. It ends up being somebody else. And it's really cool the way they did it. It's set in New York. The subway scene is absolutely terrifying. Just with all those people dressed as Ghostface, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to go down. Um, really, really good scenes in that. Yes, I am looking at my phone. Uh, but I did really enjoy the way that they did that, where they had people in costumes and you weren't exactly sure what was going to happen here. So you have Tara and Sam, the sisters, and Sam has found out that she is the daughter of Billy Loomis, the killer, one of the killers from the first film. This was a big twist I had not seen coming to happen in five. So in six, at five, they kind of tease that she has some darkness in her. In six, they go down that road a little bit more. So with Tara and Sam on the run with some of her friends from Woodsboro, they're now in New York, going to college and everything. And this scene, definitely more brutal kills, um, or this movie, more brutal kills. They, a lot of people get severely injured, and a lot of people do die. There's also a gas station scene. I want to say it's kind of like a gas station or like a, yeah, or a little shop. That was pretty cool. I've never seen well, Ghostface wields a shotgun in there. That was absolutely horrifying. Um, this was a great film from start to finish. I can't really complain about it. I love the little small touches of them going back to the older films and connecting it all together. I'm definitely going to watch it again once it comes out on DVD, Blu-ray. I'm definitely going to buy a copy. I have the first five, three physically and four and five digitally. So I'm hoping to change that and get all of them physically. But you won't be disappointed for going to see this. I highly recommend it, beginning to end. Action packed, good story, twists and turns, uh, great acting, great chemistry with the cast, great killers, great twist. Just a great film. And like I said, horror is something that I'm selective on. I won't watch um, overly gory stuff. I would say my horror stuff is like Insidious, Fear Street, Scream. I'm not really big into like I wouldn't go see like Saw or anything like that. I don't want something that's like over the top, like a gore fest. I'm okay with a little bit of it, but not a lot. And this didn't really bother me. There were a few scenes where I was like, ooh, but yeah, this is a good way for the series to go. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with the Tara and Sam characters because at this point, there's that whole idea that, you know, Tara could still, or not Tara, Sam could still become evil kind of thing or become a ghost face. So there's that darkness in her. And I thought that was really interesting with them going down that road. The fact that she's the daughter of Billy Loomis and then diving into that. That's really clever and it ties it back to the originals. And Sydney's not in this one. She decided to take her man and kids and get out of there. She went somewhere else safe, so she was not in this film. And actually, at first I was a little disappointed she wasn't in it, but it was kind of nice to give her a break to where we could focus on the sisters rather than her because at Scream 5, it felt like old meets new, kind of like what they did with Star Wars and Jurassic World and all that, where it was old meets new, and they did it well because your older cast is there to help in five, but the primary focus goes to the new sisters. And in six, the sisters truly take the spotlight, and the other characters from previous films are just kind of there. So I really liked how they did that. So it seems like now we have new frontrunners. If they do the next one, I would love to see Sydney, Gail, Tara, Sam, of course, the whole core four, um, and then Kirby, who returned in spoilers, Cream 6. And I would like to see them go down that journey of like what could happen, who the new Ghostface could be, that sort of thing. But have I don't know how many more Scream films there will be, um, because they've had six. I could see them doing one more to have a trilogy with the sisters, but I don't think the series needs to go forever. I think eventually they could end it, but they've only had, I was doing the math, 96, 97, 2000, 2011, 2022, 2023. So six films since 1996. So they're not overdoing it with the, we've had back to back years, 96 and 97, we had two of them, and 2022 and 2023, we've had two. So I feel like the series could go on if they wanted it to, but it was pretty also to where like it could have been the end as well. So we'll see what happens. but I think this was a double thumbs up, must see horror film that isn't too over the top, but is really fun and has a great time for everybody involved. So go see it, check it out, leave a comment, let me know what was your favorite um, part of Scream Six. Who were your favorite characters? I think Jenna Ortega steals everything she's in, and she did it with this one. It was really cool to see Gail back. But yeah, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. What was your favorite Scream film? I will tell you if I were to rank them here, I would do 1 and 6 are pretty even, but if I have to do it, I'll go, for now I'll go 1, 6, 5, 4, 2, 3. That's how I would rank them. But that's just my opinion. Leave a comment. Let me know. All right. Take care.